Hey Moonbabes, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for tuning in. Today's video is about these new keratin strips or tape-in extensions that I'm currently testing out. These will be available on my website madebybabe.co very soon, but in the meanwhile I'll be testing them out and getting the texture to be perfect. This video will be a very basic install video, no styling just yet. My follow-up video will be about styling the hair, so if you're interested, be sure to subscribe to my channel to see when that video will be live. Okay, so things you'll need. First things first, you're going to need about 60 to 80 sandwiches to do a full head. Sandwiches refer to two pieces of the extension sandwiching your natural hair. So if you're looking to buy a bag and it says like 40 pieces included, that means that there are 20 sandwiches in the bag. You'll need about 4 to 5 bags for a full head if you're going to be skipping rows. I personally didn't skip any rows and I used about 120 to 160 sandwiches. So that's about 8 to 9 bags. It's a lot of hair and it is not professionally recommended that you put that much hair in, but I'm not a professional so I can do what I want. Next thing you'll need is some type of texture release, a Texlax or a perm. You'll need this to aid your hair from reverting back into its curly texture while the hair is installed. This is by no means required to install the hair. It's just something I advise you guys to do. If the extensions you're going to use are kinky curly, you can skip this part, but you'll need to make sure your hair is flat ironed very well when you install the hair to ensure it adheres fully. Personally, I used Beautiful Textures Naturally Straight Texture Management System from Sally's, which is about $8.99 to $10 depending on where you buy it. Alright, so we are ready to install. I'm gonna say sorry in advance. I recorded this section on my iPhone because it was late, and sometimes when I try out new styles I'm not sure how it's gonna look, so instead of like taking out my camera and setting up the lights, I just throw it on my phone. But first thing you'll need to do is separate your leave out and clip it out of the way. You can also braid it down if you have hands like that. I don't, so I'm just gonna clip them down. My hair is super short. That's on me though. You know how I am, big dum dum. So I'm not gonna leave a lot of hair out, but if your hair is longer or thinner, make sure you leave a decent amount out so you can cover the tapes and give yourself enough hair to pull up into a bun. Try your best to make your parts really perfect, like as best as you can do them. When doing this install, clean parts is what makes styling, washing, and maintaining it so much easier. Okay, so here we are finally installing them. The extensions themselves are super easy to install. All I'm gonna do is grab a very, very, very thin section of hair, you guys. Super thin. Like it's gonna feel weird how thin of a section you're gonna grab, but you're gonna grab a thin section and you're going to use a rat tail comb and place the very bottom of the rat tail comb on the tape in. I do that to help me control the tape and where I'm placing it. I'll place the tape right under my section and then sandwich another piece right on top of that and give it like a super strong squeeze and you're done. So it's really easy. It's nothing that's like, you know, outrageous. If you guys saw my I-tip video, installing the I-tips was like harder. Even though the I-tips weren't that hard to install, they were harder than this to install. So if you're looking at that video and you're like, can't do that, you can totally do the tape ins. Also, real quick, because I couldn't find this online, but so when I was looking for other black girls and trying to see, other black girls are doing with tape ins, they're actually referring to them as keratin strips, which is why I like said both names. Now, as far as I can tell, there is no difference between keratin strips and tape ins. Some stylists I found were saying that tape in extensions and keratin strips are different because the glue used in keratin strips is keratin based. I mean, I don't think that really makes a difference, to be quite honest. Uh it's still tape and it's still glue. Like, either way you cut the pie, like, you're still gluing extensions into your hair and it's still glue. So, I mean, it's not that different. It's like, to me, it's like the difference between drinking like filter water and alkaline water. Like, at the end of the day, you're still hydrated. I guess you're hydrated better with alkaline, but you're still hydrated. So I just wanted to let y'all know, in case you're trying to find other black girls or other black stylists installing this hair. Yeah, they refer to them as keratin strips. All right, so this is like an hour in. This hairstyle took very, very long because I wasn't skipping any tracks. So I wasn't skipping any rows. I was just like, every row in my head has a tape in on it, which again is not recommended by stylists if you're going to put as many tapes as I did in. But for me, it just made sense because my hair is really short. And I didn't want like short hair sticking out in between a long hair. Like, I hate that feeling. And that's one reason why I never really like clip-ins, is because like your short hair is underneath 20 inches of hair. It's upsetting me and my homegirls. I can't deal with it. So I put every single piece of hair in a tape in. And another thing that you need to do, I don't really show it too well, but don't have the tape ins like kissing. Does that make sense? Like, when you put one tape in down and you're going to put another one next to it, give it like a little bit of breath, because they can't be that close together or else they just start shucking and jiving, like shifting against, I don't know, girl, but just leave a little space between each tape in so that they're not, on top of each other. It's kind of like a little bit of space, like the same amount of space you would use for braids. Anyway, so here we are on the side, y'all, and the install is looking flat, girl. Like, it is looking flat. My hair is really, really short, so the coverage isn't amazing, but even for short hair, it's pretty good. I'm going back in the back now to add in some hair because I just felt like there was too much hair left out for me, and you could just see it poking through. So I'm just going back out, putting I think I put like 2 more rows back there, and that was it. But y'all, the install is really flat. Like, it's super, super, super flat. So if you like a flat install, keratin strips or tape ins might be your next move. Oh, y'all see I was having a hard time? Be careful where you put your comb at. I was having a hard time with that. Be careful not to put your comb too far up on the tape in. It really just needs to be on the bottom. All right, so here we are on the very next day, and I realized that I basically wanted to add in some more length. So I'm going back in, just parting the top of my hair where I felt like I needed more hair in, and I wanted to try using the little flat iron method. I saw a few stylists do this where they hit the tape ins with some heat, and I'm assuming that helps the install last longer or something. I'm not really sure, but I wanted to try just because I saw some stylists doing it. But I also saw some other stylists saying not to do that. So, I mean, I'm going to be the guinea pig. We're going to figure it out. This is how I place my tape ins also. It's like at the very, very bottom. But yes, here we go. This is a better view than the iPhone one anyways. So I just lay that flat, give the hair a little bit of tension, and then I press really hard on it, and then I slip the comb out the bottom. And then I put the top right on. And then same thing, press down and slide the comb out. And that's it. It's really easy to install. It's time laboring, but it's really easy to install. And I'm going to hit it with the flat iron really lightly, like super quick. It heats up really, really quickly. And I have the flat iron, I think, at like 345. And then I'm actually going to hold my hand there for about a minute. I didn't record the whole part, but I held it there for about a minute just to make sure that it cooled and that it didn't slip out. All right, and that's basically it. I didn't style it, so this is just me after I took the braids out. I think I'm gonna show you guys the back. Yes, here goes the back. So I actually went back in and put more tape-ins in the back because it was looking a little lonely back there. So I went and I put some more tape-ins and it looks so much better. When I do the next video, I'm gonna show you guys the back, the updated back. But I mean, even like that, it wasn't looking too bad. You obviously need to brush your hair back. Girl, it looks like little bird's nest right now, but I promise you, I promise you, it looks decent. Y'all, I did not smile not once the entire time I recorded this video, but I was loving the inches. The first 2-3 days, my hair was a little tender. It wasn't in pain. It's just the extensions were very fresh. It was very, very like firm, not tight like braids, but just firm. But the blending is really good. Like, dang, really, really good. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the hair. I can't wait to style it and show you guys. So that's going to be it for me for this video. I had a ton of fun installing this hair and I love the way it came out. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to help support me and this channel. I will be putting this hair on my website very, very soon, so stick around for when that happens. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!